This is Yerushalmi Berachos Daf Ayin Ches in the article as well edition where we were starting from the second line Rabbi Yossi. In the Vilna edition, it's Nun Vav Amud Beis. Also starting from Rabbi Yossi, which is slightly after a few lines, 6 or 7 lines after the Mishnah. So Rabbi Yossi, we said Medivay Shnei from both Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel. We see that. Yain v'avdala, when you have a question of which way you make first, the bracha on the wine, the bracha on mavdim and kodesh chol, a yain kodim, the wine, the bracha on the wine comes first. Why? Kum tamei beis shammai l'shkusiyam gorm liyain sheyavo. The reason why on Friday night Beis Shammai says you should make the bracha on Kadosh Shabbos first, because Kedushas Shabbos caused the wine to come. So therefore, you should say the Kedushas Yom, and then say the Berachos Yain. The Kan Hoyev Lo Avdol Gam Yain Shavo. Here, the Avdol doesn't cause the wine to come. On the contrary, you can make Avdol in the middle of the day, and even in the middle of the afternoon, and they have the actual separation is later on. So therefore, in this case, the Yain comes first, and afterwards your Mavdil, and doesn't necessarily even end Shabbos until Shabbos actually ends. So therefore, it's not the same thing. It's not where the conclusion of Shabbos be going to say Havdalah, that would be the case. But it's not the conclusion of Shabbos going to say Havdalah. It is the mitzvah of actually, it says the Rambam, the Kiddush itself, which causes you to say Havdalah because it's a mitzvah Mekadosh Shabbos when it comes in and when it goes out. So therefore, the Havdalah doesn't cause the wine, and that's why the wine should come first. Klum Tam and the other hand, Klum Tam and the Beis Hillel El Shayain Tadir Kedusha Eina Tadira. The reason why Beis Hillel is that wine is prevalent and Kedusha is not as prevalent. Here, Kan also Hoil by Yain Tadir Vavdol Eina Tadira Yain Kodim. Same thing. Tadir Shayain Tadir Tadir Kodim. Amar Rabbi Mana. Rabbi Mana said no. Medivish name Yain Avdol Avdol Kodemus. Exact opposite. That so from both Beis Shammai Beis Hillel we would say that Avdol comes first. The reason why Beis Shammai says Kiddush comes first is because Kedushas Hayom devolved upon you before the wine came before you. Since you're Chayiv and Avdallah before the wine comes, and we know that you're able to be Mavdil even in davening, and that might be even the primary Avdallah, so therefore, it's a Chayiv Avdallah independently of the wine, and therefore it precedes the wine. And that's why you make the bracha hamavdil first. B'kan hod l'schayv avdol shlo ba'yayin avdol kodemes. Klum tamein the Beis Hillel el shayayin gorem l'kedushas hayom sheteomer. And the reason Beis Shammai gives Beis Hillel gives for Kiddush said first is because the wine causes Kiddush to be said. B'kan hod ein hayayin gorem l'avdol, since it's independent chiv avdol, which does not require wine, which is our during tefillah, shetomar Avdallah kodemes. You would say that Avdallah comes first. Amar Rabbi Zira said, "Midivrei shneim." It's very somewhat. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Amar Rabbi Zira, Midivrei shneim. From this, both of them we learn Mavdilam below yain. We can make Avdallah without wine, because you can make Avdallah during tefillah. But you only make Kiddush on wine. He died to Rabbi Zira, and this is Rabbi Zira according to his line of thought, which is known to us. You can make Havdalah on beer. You go from this place because of Kedusha. Let's just see. Before we see that, I'm going to see what the Chareim explains to that. But the Chareim does say a very strange thing over here. Before he gets to Rabbi Zira, it says on Rabbi Mana, he says, doesn't because assuming that Rabbi Mana is going to Rabbi Zira's shot, then you can say it on beer, but that doesn't seem to be shot at all, because it doesn't seem, then it just begs the question, which could, so let the bracha on sheichor come first. But I think it's like we said, because I think it's Bnei Moshe says that you're going to be mavdu during tefillah. Anyway, and this, but Yeah. So the Charein says v'azmi aser l'makam sheyesh bo yain l'kiddush. Yeah. If you need to go from place to place to find wine, you go. She'entel l'kaddish lo b'pas lo b'sheicha rak yain. Because he holds you can't even make. Unlike us, we hold that you can make kiddush on bread, and the diavad should be diavad on sheichar. But he held not that way. And therefore, azim asar you have to go from place to place in order to find wine for kiddush. Rabbi Yossi Rebbe, Rabbi Yossi's Rebbe said in the Higin, Tamon, in the place, the custom Bavel's Makom Shein the Yain, they don't have wine, Shliach Tzibor over the Ne'ateva. The Shliach Tzibor goes in front of the Amr, V'amar Bracha Achas Mein Sheva, and he says the Bracha Achas Mein Sheva, which is the word which we say after Shemona Esrei today. The Koyse Mekadosh Shabbos, and he signs up Mekadosh Yisrael as Yom HaShabbos. He signs up Mekadosh Yisrael. We don't do that on Shabbos. In any event, the Kiddush is that that's in lieu of Kiddush. And Amudei Yerushalmi says that the Carbon Pesachim and Skasha said the my Mahani Bracha Min Baruch Mein Sheva, but then it's a work, and he says Motzatz is a Ruah, the Shetik, that he copies shots over the Bnei Teva, Vomer Vayechulu. So in the Yerushalmi itself, it doesn't say Vayechulu, but the Zura has a gear, so it says Vayechulu, Vomer Bracha Chas Mein Sheva. So where there was no wine, then she would say the ika yain, where there was wine, kiddush ala kos you'd say kiddush ala kos kiddush mein sheva. And after the kiddush, you'd say mein sheva. Aval chulu lo hayomer shatz b'koram abalachish shekil bilvad. And not say by chulu out loud. Only say everybody else balachish. Al meikol lo tiknu lamar b'chulu el hecha deleko yain. But he says that the only made the original they're going to say b'chulu is only where there is no wine. They should kiddush yain should tiknu el kavet Shabbos, because they made kiddush yain in Anam Shabbos u'kabbalah Shabbos in order to accept the Shabbos. Hecha deleka yain, where there is no wine, like a kiddush, there is no kiddush. Tiknu vaychulu lamar makom kiddush ayin sham orach. So the orach was very big kiddush. It says you shekiddush davar nifla. Kiddush hashatz is the knesses hayel kadesh hayom barabim. Okay, I guess it's a separate thing he says. But in any event, so according to the Orzarua, it's not Mein Sheva. Mein Sheva is not, will not take place Kiddush, but by Chulu takes place Kiddush. That is a very big Kiddush in and of itself. Not Kiddush in and of itself. Okay, but let's go on further. Kasha Beis Shammai. So it's difficult according to Beis Shammai. B'leil Shabbos Hei Chavida. What are you going to do in a specific scenario on Friday night? What's the scenario? You're sitting eating Erev Shabbos. Chashcha Leil Shabbos. It became Friday night. Ein Sham El Osa Kos. You only have one cup. If you're going to say leave the cup till after benching for the meal you had before Shabbos, and make all the brachos on it, manavshach. How it's going to work? Yivarach al hayom. If he wants to make the bracha on Kedushas Hayom, he's going to come across Berachos HaMazon, which comes first. Says the Bnei Moshe, Berachos Yom Kodem, Kanamim Masis, and Kedushas Hayom Kodem L'Yayin, Hachi Kanamim Mazon, Vaday Berachos HaMazon, Kodem Kedushas Hayom. So that's come first. Sha'arein Yischayim and Berachos HaMazon, Kodem Kedushas Hayom. You have to have the Berachos HaMazon came before Shabbos again, so that should be the first bracha. On the other hand, Yivarach al Mazon Hayayin Kodem. You want to make bracha on the mazon, then and then Bnei Moshe says, mazon mitem with ein akanami, shivarach al mazon mikoydem. Make the bracha on the mazon first. Halei can't be the rehacha yain kodem leBeis Shammai. Here the wine comes first according to the Beis Shammai. In Masisin, so pirkin gabi bolem yain b'toch hamazon. We're going to learn later on about when wine comes within the middle of a meal. That's the case where the wine comes first. Ma'aseh kameitz brought on later on. So again, marashach. If you work al mamazon koden, bracha mamazon yayin koden. You work al yayin. You want to make a bracha on the wine first. Hayom koden. and the Yerach HaYayin. So Moshe Mitoma the Yerach HaYayin Kodem La Mozon before you bench. Anami Avshar. The Kshabah Yerach HaYayin Kiddush Hayom. When you come to make the bracha on the wine, the Kiddush Hayom Kaidim Lo should come first. I mean, it become Rabbi Shammai Sisson. So we have a vicious cycle here. How are we going to resolve this? Nishmini Me'adon. Let's learn from this. So actually, Bnei Moshe Zak Komi Akusha. Klamar Behecha Shamina Lo the Marta the Beis Shammai Yain Kaidim Lo Mozon. The So how do we know that wine comes before Birchas Hamazon? Right? If wine comes minimum meal, HML also comes b'shamri mevarach hayayin. First, you make bracha on the wine, but chayim baruch hamazon before you make the bracha on Birchas Hamazon. Hechi snaigat so b'chay gavli b'shamri. That sustains the question. So how? What are you going to do here? Nishmei adol, but yayin achar hamazon. HML also comes. If they have wine comes after the it's all part of the question, but I'm not sure exactly how to read it. Oh, I think he has a different girsa here. One second. Nah, I'm not going to go with the main motion, even though I have it underlined by Gemara. I'm going to go with the Charedim. Charedim says, Nishmini Ador. Remind you, I have time already bought. When that was about to say, Abei Shammai, the Yain Dar Chamazon, the wine after the meal. So in this, the Yeshim Oketze Yaseh, Kam. We learn how to do here. Mitoshi Bracha Ketana, Bari Piragafin Bilvad, it's a small bracha, Bari Piragafin only. Shemish Gechenim might forget it, Yishta below bracha, and it will drink without a bracha. Shvalim Yachan Hamazon, when wine comes after the meal. Kodem Birchas Hamazon, wine's going to be after the meal, but before benching. Ima to Omer Bari Piragafin Tchila, if you're going to say he makes the Bari Piragafin first, Vakos Biyado, and hold on to the cup. Shema Yishkach Yishtel, so below bracha. In other words, you're going to yeah, I read that line wrong. Which is bench, holding on to the cup like we saw before, so you shouldn't forget and drink without a bracha. No, the other way around. I was right the first time. Not sure exactly why, but you might forget to make drink without a bracha. The bekapuk should say Birchas Hamazon, Yayin Lenik, going to swallow immediately after you finish benching. And he knows that there's an obligation to make kiddush, he won't forget and make a drink without a bracha. Then it's a bracha tana, then it's no longer a small bracha. Kiddush bar priyagofen, bracha richta chashiva. It's one long bracha of kiddush and bar priyagofen. Here's one case where Beis Shammai says you should not make a bracha on the wine before Birchas Hamazon. Kaven ein chashash lishtos below bracha, because there's no concern you're going to drink without a bracha. So normally Beis Shammai would say you bench before you make a bracha on wine before benching. If the wine comes after the meal, but before benching, you make the bracha on wine before benching. And even though you should be benched on a place, we're concerned you might forget the bracha afterwards. But here, where you have to make kiddush anyway, so kiddush fuses with the wine, and therefore it becomes a bracha arichta, and not one you're likely to forget. So let's see that inside. You have wine after you finish eating, but not after Birchas Hamazon. And you only have that cup. We're afraid because, again, according to Beis Shammai, because it's a small bracha. Maybe you're going to forget and drink it before making a bracha. So therefore, you should make a bracha before benching, not wait after benching. But here, since he knows he's going to combine the Bari Pragafen with Kiddush, ain't a shachach. So you're not going to forget. So therefore, case of Yasa Divrei Beis Shammai. So what is he going to do in this case, according to Beis Shammai? Yivarech Tchila al Hamazon. Hamazon Tchila, which make a bracha first, because Hamazon. V'achar kach Yivarech Hayom, and then do Kiddush, and then the Mekayim Shabbos, Yain, and then the wine. I think probably that makes us going to Beis Shammai, not going to Beis Hillel. Because Beis Shammai, that Kedusha Yom comes before the wine, so you're never going to forget the wine because it's one bracha. But according to... No, never mind. Let's scratch that. Okay. The Kasha Divrei Beis Hillel. So now we have difficulty going to Beis Hillel. Motzei Shabbos Hey Chavila. What do you do Motzei Shabbos? Same case, just Motzei Shabbos, not Friday night. Hayoshev Ochel b'Shabbos, sitting in Shabbos. V'choshka Motzei Shabbos, and became dark Motzei Shabbos. V'en Shabbat also kos. You only have that one cup. After Yichol Achar Mozeh, so you're going to say leave it after benching Mishal Kushul Kulam Alav, and put all and load up all the brachas on that coast, meaning benching and Havdalah and the Bari Pragafen, of course. Manav Shach. How's it going to work? You want to make a bracha on the wine. Hamazon koydem. You have to make a bracha on because Hamazon first. Not like Beis Shammai. Yivarech al Hamazon. If you're going to make a bracha on the because Hamazon first, Haner koydem. The candle has to come first. Introducing a new issue here. It says he brings down. It says we're going to see later on. Besomim ner ubesomim umazon. So you have to make a bracha on the ner before you make a bracha zamazon. Yivarach al haner. If you're going to make a bracha on the candle, then Abdallah kodemis, which is a little difficult because what do you mean Abdallah kodemis? Say Abdallah Beis Hillel talk about, not Beis Shammai. So the Bnei Moshe says Havdalah kodemes, klamar v'im yaseh kach. If you do this, Havdalah kodemes l'mazon. Havdalah is going to come before Birchas Hamazon. Why? Because v'ana lo tnanoch, and we don't learn. We don't hold that way. Amas isi tani kain. Mishnah says this. Hayid lo hilchos hayid. The Dai Rabbi Yehuda with Tosef the Shom Kamei, as we shall see later on. So evidently, if once you say ner, going to Beis Hillel, you immediately have to say Havdalah. So if you're going to say ner before Mazon, so that means that you're going to immediately say Havdalah before Birchas Hamazon, and that's untenable, right? Right? Chaner then Havdalah comes to Birchas Hamazon. So what do you do? Nishmina me'adam. That's it from here. Rabbi Yehuda lo nechlu ku beisham Beis Hillel al Birchas Hamazon shebetchila. Everybody agrees. In this case, Birchas Hamazon comes first. V'lo Havdalah shebasam. Now Havdalah comes at the end. And by the way, here also somehow the Pnei Moshe says this Maskonis Akusha, this Nishminim and Adah, it's the end of the Kasha, but again, we're not going to learn that way, we're going to learn like the Charedi. And we'll see the Charedim says, Nishmei Adah Klamar Rabbi Mana Malcha, Ana Smilik Masis, the Masmich Mazon Avdalah. I don't know, like the Mishnah says, you do Mazon adjacent to Avdalah. You can Vadai, in that case, certainly Kevan. The came in the smichi of Abdullah right like the Abdullah, because in that case wine and Abdullah come together. Abdullah should come first. El Rabbi Yehuda, I don't hold like that. Like that Mishnah. El Rabbi Yehuda later. Amar Mazon Barosh Abdullah Basof. That Mazon is beginning and Abdullah is at the end. Came to smicha yain v'avdalah, since wine and avdalah are not adjacent to each other, and like the yain kodim is not a bad problem. Wine comes first. But Ramana came a yain v'avdalah, avdalah kodemes ki smicha kamar. As Ramana said that when you have wine and avdalah, that the avdalah comes first. That's when they're adjacent. She'ein lo rak yain v'lo ner. So fascinating thing. Another fascinating thing. Really, according to this opinion, really avdalah would come first before the yain. If Havdalah and Yain were juxtaposed. The only reason why Havdalah comes second is because we interrupt between Yain and Ner with Havdalah, and Havdalah with Ner. It's an amazing concept, but that's what it says here. Okay, so let's see inside. Shmina da Rabbi Yehuda, Lo nechu b'Shem Yisrael berachos hamazon shebitchila, v'avdal shebasof. That's for sure. Man nechu al ner b'samim. The Machlokes says the interrupting brachas. How do they work? Shbei omreim b'samim chakach ner. First b'samim then ner. B'samim more v'chakach b'samim. First comes the ner and then b'samim. Right above Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda Allah k'mishomer b'samim chakach ner. Even though it sounds like the Sil says differently, the sun comes before ner. So therefore, Ketzad Yasel Divrei Beis Beisil. And even regardless, the brachas which will come between Birchas Hayayin and the bracha of Havdalah, Yivarach al Mosem Chila, first bench. Char Yivarach Hayayin, then wine. Char Ner, and then on the Ner, and then Havdalah comes at the end. And we are way into Daf Ayin Tes Amid Aleph at this point, so we're going to